We all love to watch our favorite heroes defeat the villain in the end and overcome all obstacles. But in the new movie, Infinity War, it seems like Thanos is invincible, and no one can beat him. With my essential knowledge from the comics, I can tell you that's not true. Here are 15 people who could defeat Thanos, even with the Infinity Gauntlet. Spider-Man. We all love this guy because he was a normal teen, just like us, who through a freak accident became superhuman. We all love him because we can see ourselves in him. But what we never saw was his secret intelligence that could lead him to defeat Thanos. With the right plan and attitude, Spider-Man could easily defeat one of the world's most hated villains. Phil Swift. Of course, Phil Swift himself would be no match for Thanos. However, with the power of flex tape, all Phil Swift needs to do is take a strip of tape to hold Thanos down. Because flex tape has super adhesive bonds that can hold anything together. And if you don't believe me, you can try for yourself by going to www.flexsealproducts.com/products/flextape. And if you aren't happy with your purchase, you can receive full money back, guaranteed. Default Fortnite skin. Default Fortnite skins are a dangerous foe on the battlefield, not because of their raw power, but because of their unpredictability. With this, Thanos could be caught off guard, not expecting the default to know how to kill, but really, the default is Ninja in disguise, easily defeating Thanos. Peter. We all knew he would be on this list, so here goes. The legendary Peter. He has many skills, but one of his most famous are his ninja-like reflexes and intellect. However, Peter knows that Thanos is coming for him, so in his show, he plays a dumb idiot, so that Thanos wouldn't expect as much. Peter can easily defeat Thanos with his kung fu and special weaponry, if his plan goes through, and we all have to wait and see in Infinity War 2, coming out May 3rd, 2019. Boog. The legendary H-Bob. We all fear it, even Thanos. With one scream, Boog jumps into the air and uses all his strength and weight to force inertia to demolish anything in his path, Thanos included. The only way Thanos stands a chance is if Thanos learns to block this powerful move. Gru. Using his advanced army of loyal minions, Gru uses his special move that annoys Thanos to the brink of death, right before Thanos ends it himself. Chum Chum. From the comic Fanboy and Chum Chum, he may seem like the weakest hero, with little knowledge and weak attacks. But he has a secret ability that not too many people know about. When he drinks Freezy Freeze, he gets 10 times more stronger, where he could easily defeat Thanos with one push, effectively rendering him useless. Tyler 1. Having the ability to scream in any decibel range for as long as he wants, Tyler 1 could without effort destroy Thanos' eardrums, inhabilitating him while being stunned, causing him to easily lose any battle against him. Garfield. Do I really need to say any more? Despacito. 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 Vsauce. Mr. Thickman himself, Michael Stevens, aka Vsauce, will stop Thanos with facts and logic. If that doesn't stop him, Michael can bring out his toys and use his thickness to seduce Thanos into capture. And if all else fails, he can get the trifecta together. Vsauce 1, 2, and 3, and use a move called the Final Solution and wipe Thanos straight out of existence. Thick Rabbit. The only thing more thick than Vsauce Michael is Bug's Thick Bunny. Now, he is not always this thick. In his normal form, he is far weaker with no seduction value at all. But in his thick state, Thanos could not resist his curves, and when he catches Thanos off guard, he attacks him, instantly killing him in one giant smother. Dame tu cosita. Dame tu cosita! Sans. We all knew what was coming, and the moment we were all waiting for couldn't even be described in mere words. So to help explain how Sans would defeat Thanos, I will read you a fanfiction I wrote about the two. Sans, unhindered by Thanos' mass killings, learns about his brother Papyrus' death, heads on a journey to find Thanos. He arrives at a giant hall meeting Thanos. Sans sees Thanos and says, "Why did you have to do it? I saw a glimmer of hope inside you. You were a good person, maybe even a friend." Thanos interrupts and says, "You're just like your brother. He saw a glimmer of hope in me too, until he was a pile of dust that blew away in the wind." Sans calmly asks, "Do you want to have a bad time? Because if you take another step forward, you are really not going to like what happens next." Thanos doesn't listen. Sans then says, "Let's go, you dirty brother killer." Sans brings out his Gaster Blaster, shooting Thanos many times, forcing him to retreat, but only slightly to recover. Thanos jumps back in, but Sans is too powerful, dodging every attack he throws, until Thanos doesn't put up any more of a fight, being exhausted. Sans, seeing this, uses his special move, destroying Thanos and heads back home to his favorite restaurant to grieve and think about his lost brother. Seeing this fanfiction, you can see Thanos was no match for God himself, not even one hit was landed on him. This list is not all canon since most of the info came from the comics, but you can expect at least a couple of these characters to face off before the end of Infinity War 2, coming out May 3rd, 2019.